Hello my sweets! Welcome to another tutorial. Today we're going to learn to draw manga boy hair 3 different ways. And as you can see, I have a sort of preview image right here. We're not going to be drawing this hairstyle since it's really basic. We're going to be working with some other ones. But if you guys want to see a tutorial on how to draw this entire image, let me know in the comments and I will upload it. But for now we're going to be working with this template here. And if you want, you can draw a boy face yourself, or you can work with this template. So I have a link to download the image in the description, so just click on the link and print it out, and you can follow along with this tutorial. Okay, let's start out with our first hairstyle, which is going to be like he has his hair parted over on the side here, and it's going to be rather high above his head, okay? So right above this eye, we will have a straight line. This shows us where it's to be parted. Then we will draw a hairline, which is a curved line going across the forehead as high up as we want the hairline to be. And then we will draw one segment here, which starts with a sharp line coming high above the head and then curving down right in front of the ear. Then we'll make another that's much shallower, and this will come all the way on the other side of the eye. So let's draw the inside there, and let's draw the main body of the hair, which is a line that comes and curves in behind the ear here and comes out well above the edges of the head. Same on this side. And let's erase the hairline that will be covered up by these sections of hair. Okay, now let's draw the hairline itself. This will be a series of jagged lines that lead up to this part and then are hidden by the strands of hair flopping in front of it. Let's add some more detail. We'll add another piece of hair, but this time it'll come out some, and same on this side. And then we will draw a strand of hair that comes between the two eyes. Okay, now we're ready to start adding the real detail. So what we're going to do is we're going to break this segment up into 3 parts. One of them we will draw well off the line, and it will come and fall partially in front of the ear. Another one will come and break off from the line closer to the bottom and curve onto the cheek. To make the final line, we'll simply take this edge off and make it thinner here. And now we will come to this section and draw a curved line here which comes in, and then erase this. Now when we're finished with it, this will look like it is below this large strand of hair. Alright, let's continue. We'll draw a line coming off to the side here and one on the edge up here to make it look like it's lots of layers of hair that fall in front of each other. And then let's break this curve up into 2 segments, one that falls far below the other one to make it look more natural. And that is that side of the hair done. Let's darken this and then work on the other side. This other side is going to be way more curved than this side. Oops, I smeared it. Okay, so we're going to draw a soft line on top, and then again we will break it up into a few different parts. One part will come off and fall a little bit in front of the eye, and then we'll erase this segment underneath. Another one will come and fall right beside it. And then a much longer one we'll follow this top curve exactly, and it will come and fall down very far. Okay, now that we have these two main strands done, let's go in and take a look at the strands that will be coming off in random places. So this one comes from the edge of this strand, so let's darken it up a little bit and adjust the shape and erase the parts of the hairline that it will cover. Then we will do the same as we did for this segment and add a small hook where the hairline will be beneath this hair. If you want, you can show this effect even more by drawing a lot of small lines down in here, but I prefer to leave the drawing very clean. Alright, now let's work on the outer edges of the hair. We'll make it interesting by adding another part in the back here. And then we'll add a strand that sticks out almost straight. And then from this point, we will draw out to meet up with this curve here. Alright, let's work on this side now. We will draw a long piece of hair that comes out over the main body of the hair, and then we will follow this curve more or less perfectly as we come behind the ear and then branch off into a lot of smaller strands. Let's add some smaller strands back here. And that's it for hairstyle number 1. Let's darken the lines and give it some color. Alright, for the next hairstyle, we're going to draw some really big fluffy hair. So let's start this time with the main body of the hair, which will go very far out since the hair is really fluffy this time. Come in and go out again, and come in and not go out as much. This hair is going to look like he kind of just woke up like that, so it's not going to be very styled or symmetrical. Alright, let's work with the front of the hair now. The bangs, I suppose you would call them, even though they're not specially cut. And we're going to draw an oval-like shape that comes to a sharp point here, with another point coming off the edge on our left. A much larger one curling in at the edge of this eye. And then a smaller one beneath that, which partially covers the ear. And on this side, a strand of hair that curves a whole lot. Okay, his hair is a little bit long, but not too long because we don't want him to look girly. What you see here is actually longer than the hairstyle will appear in the end, since we're going to carve out at the edges until it looks up to come down to about this point. So just keep that in mind. Alright, so we know that it is basically parted in the center here. So we're going to bring down the top of the hair and then bring it up again. And this will make a small little point of hair come up. You know what, let's make two little strands of hair that stick straight up. And then we will work on this part of the hair. So one main strand in the center, and this is going to look sort of like the wing of a bird as it curves in a uniform way on this side, but on this side it's like a reversed S curve. And then for this remaining side of the hair, we will cut it off near the end, just below the eyebrow, and bring it to a point there. Okay, let's add a new strand which comes off from that edge and curves over this part of the hair. We're going to do another one over here, but that'll be later. Alright, let's darken this one a little bit and then erase the drawing just a bit, just clean it up a little. I like to clean up the drawing. Okay, and cut it off about 1/4 of the way from the bottom and before curving it in, and then cut it off on this side as well. So our goal here is to slightly segment these big poofy parts of hair and make it look really, really fluffy by keeping the edges thick and curved and soft. Alright, for this side we'll have another strand of hair that curls in sort of randomly above this larger strand. And this larger strand doesn't have to be broken up much. We're just going to break it up in the center and have one small bit coming off the edge. Okay, another random strand comes off the side, and we'll do the same over here, but much higher. Again, we don't want it to look symmetrical. Alright, now let's work on the edges of the hair. We'll follow this line, and we will cut out a small bit of it and draw the rest of the hair much closer to the head. Then it comes out a little, and we'll have one more strand down here before it curves back in. On this side, bring this line down and curve it in to the bangs here. This is a nice transition from the top of the head to this middle bang section here, and it looks very natural. And then we'll come in here, segment off a strand before curving in, but we're not done on that side. We need one more strand to curve out. Alright, that's it for that hairstyle. Let's darken the lines and add some color. Alright, time for the final hairstyle. This time we're going to draw him with considerably longer hair. This hair would seem short on a girl, but for a male character it's pretty long. So let's start out by drawing the outline of the main body of the hair. And this time it actually comes down to the neck. And drawing long hair on boy characters, especially a boy character with a gentle face like this, can sometimes be a little risky because your male characters might start looking feminine, but I hope to show you a few tricks for keeping your male characters masculine while giving them lovely long hair. Okay, Now his hair will be parted over on this side, so draw a line there and then draw a long wispy triangle of hair between the eyes but closer to this eye, and then another which comes down very far here, and one on this side that curves down over the face and the ear back there. We will draw one more strand of hair that covers up a lot of the ear. Okay, now this guy's hair is going to be really messy, but it'll be a different kind of messy from the guy with curly hairs style. So this guy is going to be like a biker kid or something. Maybe he rides a skateboard, I don't know, but he's gonna have some pretty punk hair. So let's start by having a long strand come off to the front here, and then another one coming off the back a little higher up. Alright, now we're going to draw a part like on the first guy's hair, just a hoop against this curve here and a hoop on the other side falling on this strand over here. And we'll draw a jagged line at the bottom to indicate the hairline. Okay, since these segments of hair are raised, we're going to draw another line that connects them here. Let's do the same on this side, a curve that comes up and then goes down to attach to the main line. Let's draw another that comes off of here, and this time it'll go much farther down, way over here. This line will not connect to the top because we want the hairstyle to look really random. Alright, now we're going to darken the lines we want to keep and then start cleaning the drawing up a little. Alright, let's keep going with the hairstyle. We know that there's a part right here, so that means that we have to draw it in the main body of the hair back here. So let's raise this up and bring it down sharply, raise it up again and bring it down again. And then erase. Okay, next we're going to start adding a whole lot of sort of jagged strands that come off of these larger segments and fall in front of the eyes. Hair falling in front of the eyes is a mysterious look and is also used for punk or bad boy characters. Let's also have a strand curving in onto the face. Okay, just by adding a few strands in here, he looks like his hair is really wispy and also kind of messy. And the front of the hair is pretty much done. If you want, you can add some lines on this. And what we're going to do here, again, we're going to add a line that spikes off and another line that spikes off, but not as much because we don't want them to match. And we're also going to make this strand thicker because we don't want the strands to match. Let's do the same on this side. A spiked piece of hair that curves out. And on the back of the hair, another spike, but this time it curves down, just for a little variety. And now we can work on the back of the hair here. Like before, it curves out, and then near the ear it curves in, and then it starts curving out again. With girl hair, it's quite thick and very beautiful, but to avoid a beautiful effect on your boy character, you will want to keep the bottom of the hair really thin. as opposed to girl characters where it's like thick and luscious even at the bottom. But with a male character, it gets kind of thin at the bottom since he's not really growing his hair out. So it will start to fray off into very thin strands at the bottom. So just draw a lot of thin triangles that curve in kind of different directions before gathering in the back behind the neck here. Remember to keep the strands very thin and don't have them all go in the same direction. Then clean up the drawing, erase the guidelines and whatever lines you don't want. And then comes the fun part. We ink it in and then we will add a splash of color. So let's put it into time lapse and do this. Alright, my sweets, that is it for this video. I hope it was helpful to you guys. It was a whole lot of fun to make, and if you want more videos like this, then be sure to tell me in the comments. And remember, if you want a full tutorial of how to draw this boy face and this basic hairstyle, don't forget to let me know in the comments, and if enough people want it, I will get to work on making it. I hope this video was useful to you guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, be a sweet, and subscribe, and leave a like if you like this video, and tell other people about this video. It's nice to share, and I will see you sweets later. Bye.